Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome into the channel. My name is Midi80 and today we are continuing on with that series that everybody loves, Platinums from the Past, where we dust off those old games that we own and or have gotten trophies for. We pop them in and we grind out those long overdue platinum trophies. Today for episode 6, we are knocking out none other than Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns. We earned our first trophy in this game back on February 24th, 2014. This is a 10.5 year platinum that has been waiting to be finished, and today is that day. Let's not keep you guys waiting any longer. We have a lot to go over here and to uncover in this platinum trophy grind. So let's hop over to the trophy list and see what we were missing. All right, so over here on the trophy list, we see that there are a total of 43 trophies and just about all of them are missing, a total of 40 of them. Both of those numbers are including the platinum trophy. This is the third game in the series, by the way, so this is Final Fantasy 13-3, I guess you could say. We started this game and never really gave it a chance, only earning 3 of the trophies like we said, and then kind of putting it away to collect dust. We have a lot of trophies to cover, as you can see, so let's not keep you guys waiting any longer, and let's just go and get right to work. These first trophies are all going to be story-specific trophies. We won't go too much into depth on the storyline, but just beating these chapters will get you the trophy. The first one in this category is for beating all 5 parts of the main story in Luxurion. Once you finish those, you'll end up in a fight with Noel from the first couple games. Once you beat him at the very end of that story, you unlock the Hope of Promise trophy. Oh, let's go! This next one takes place in the city of XIII. You need to do a few things to get yourself into the castle, meaning you have to go sabotage a fireworks show and bust in the back way to get into the castle, or the palace I should say. And this one concludes with a fight with Snow, again from the older games. Once you beat Snow, it completes this chapter and you're going to pop Hope at the Edge of Despair trophy. Let's go! The third chapter in the story is broken up into 3 different sections. At least that's kind of how I broke up the trophies for it, because you can earn 3 different trophies from this chapter alone. The first one, you have to save a chocobo from a monster called a chocobo eater. This is the white chocobo that is known as like the savior, or the one that will show up at the end of times. Then after you save him, you are tasked with healing it back to 100% health, which then gives you the ability to glide on him and ride him around. Once he is fully healed, you go ahead and pop the chocobo savior trophy. Let's go! Chocobo Savior! Haha! After exploring a little bit more, you'll find yourself in a temple filled with chaos that damages you as you're in it. The inside of the temple shatters into a bunch of pieces and you fall to the bottom. You then have to climb up all the parts that are scattered and floating around to reach the top. You'll see Yoooo in there as well as Caius. Once you make to the top, you'll have to fight him, and then once he is beaten, you're going to earn an Appetite for Chaos trophy. Let's go! Appetite for Chaos. The last trophy in this chapter is for helping your old buddy Sans. His son has been in a deep sleep now for something like 200 years, I think is what it said. You're tasked with going around and finding the 5 fragments of his personality or something like that. I don't remember exactly how they worded it. They're spread through every area available or that you can go to. Once you get all 5 of these fragments back, you go and talk to him. You watch this cute little cutscene, and you're going to go ahead and pop a father, a son, and a chocobo trophy. Yay! Got a trophy! This next one is in the last area of the world, the Dead Dunes. Here you meet up with your old teammate Fang. You help her explore this underground labyrinth. You need to find 3 tablets that'll activate 3 murals, and it'll open a door that's been sealed shut for a long time. It has a secret treasure behind it. Once you activate them, you are attacked by the Order, and they come and they take the treasure. After winning the fight, you pop the Mystery of the Holy Clavis trophy. Let's go! After getting to the last day, you find yourself in front of the cathedral in Luxurion. You walk through the cathedral and you'll be greeted with a whole bunch of cutscenes and a lot more of story. You'll find yourself then going down a staircase to be underground in the cathedral. You got to progress forward, and then you'll find a door in a circular room. You'll be given a prompt that once you enter this door, you can't go back. After entering, you'll fight the god Buenavelza. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Something along those lines. One of the gods in the Final Fantasy world. Once you beat all 4 forms of him, you watch the end, and you'll pop a Legend from Times Past trophy. Woohoo! Let's go! These next trophies are for doing some of the different side quest stuff. Side quests are picked up from talking to the NPCs who have the blue stars above their head. It will be 1-star, 2-star, or 3-star depending on the difficulty of the task itself. After completing your 5th different side quest, you will go ahead and pop the Deliverer of Salvation trophy.
Tell you you're handy with talk to bear.
Let's go! This next trophy goes hand in hand with the last trophy, except this time you need to complete 25 different side quests from the strangers. After completing that 25th side quest, you go ahead and pop the Angel of Salvation trophy. Oh, let's go! This next one has to do with the Canvas of Prayers. These are separate from side quests. You get these from talking to Chocobocolina. She is a woman in a chocobo costume standing next to a bulletin type board that has a bunch of different requests on it. Again, these ones range from 1-star to 3-star depending on the difficulty. You need to accept the request from the board and turn them back in. Some are town specific and the others are global. They can be turned in anywhere. Once you finish 25 of these Canvas of Prayers, you pop a Helping Hand trophy. Let's go! The next trophy comes from a combination of completing all of the main story missions, which we just went over, and a whole bunch of side missions. Now make note, doing the quests from the Chocobocolina sideboard Canvas of Prayers, those don't count towards the side quests. Side quests again are only from the NPCs with the blue stars above their head. After completing somewhere between 40 and 50 side quests, after you play through the 11th day at the very end of it when you're transferred back to the Ark, you are given a cutscene where the flower blooms into a fruit and you are awarded the 14th day trophy. Now note here also that the higher star side quests are worth more points in the grand scheme of things than the 1-star side quests. So keep that in mind. Let's go! Yes! This next trophy comes from a specific side quest that you receive in the Dead Dunes. This is honestly the hardest boss in the entire game. It is a dragon named Aeronite. He roams around the Dead Dunes as a black ball and that shoots electricity out of it. This fight honestly took me like 10 tries or so before I finally figured out the best way to beat him. When you do finally beat him, you not only get the item to turn in to complete the side quest, but you also earn the Desert Dragon Slayer trophy. Let's go! Look, we got the... Let's go! We got a trophy! These next trophies are all of the easy trophies in my opinion. They really don't take much effort to get done. We're going to kind of go through these ones pretty quick, not spend a lot of time on them. The first one here is for literally just changing the color of your garb. Once that's done, you're going to go ahead and pop the Novice Artist trophy. Oh, let's go! Another trophy! This next one comes from just customizing your first schema or fighting style. You go in there and change a few things around, and once you do that, you're gonna go ahead and pop the Novice Stylist trophy. Ooh. Oh! Sweet! For this one, you just have to go to a sorcerer shop and synthesize different elements or abilities 30 times. You go in there, you select the one that you want to upgrade, and you have to have multiple of it to combine. Once you do this 30 times, you're going to go ahead and pop the Expert Synthesis trophy. Let's go! Yes! You're going to go ahead and pop the Globe Trotter trophy here by opening all of the bridges between the continents and areas. These are 3 separate quests that pop up on the bulletin board by Chocobocolina. You have to find the specific keys or items and turn them in to get the keys, and then you complete those quests and open the gates, and that's all there is to it. Let's go! The next one is for riding the monorails in between each area. Side note here quick, you not only have to ride to a place, so for example from Luxurion to XIII, but you also have to ride back on that rail from XIII to Luxurion. I didn't know that and I had to check out a few of them. But once you ride back and forth between all of the available areas, you're going to go ahead and pop the perfect passenger trophy. Let's go! Yes! This next one is for using your abilities in or out of battle. You have so much EP, which you gain back by battling, and that is marked at the bottom left of the screen. Once you use 50 EP over the course of any time playing the game, you're going to go ahead and pop the Miracle of Light trophy. Oh, let's go! Alright, so these next trophies in this group all have to do with collecting different things. That's why they are in the collectible trophy section. Pretty much fetch questing here. Again, not going to spend too much time, just going to kind of explain what you got to do to get it, unless it requires an explanation. The first one is just for collecting 30 different garbs or outfits. Once you get the 30th one, you're going to pop Expert Outfitters trophy. Let's go! The next one takes place over in the Dead Dunes. There are a bunch of lizards crawling around the desert. When you see them, hit them with your sword and collect the item that they drop. You're specifically looking for lizard tails here. Once you go ahead and pick up your 30th lizard tail, you're going to pop Lizard Lariat trophy. Oh, let's go! The next one you get from collecting and turning in 50 soul seeds. You get these from little bubbles of chaos that pop up all over the map. They appear as little purple dots inside of the chaos or where the chaos was after you defeat it. When you sell the 50th soul seed to the vendor, you get the seed collector trophy.
Okay, back me up.
Oh, let's go! Let's go! Yes! This next one goes hand in hand with the last trophy, but requires 100 soul seeds. When you sell the 100th soul seed to the vendor, by the way, the vendors are the people in the towns. There's one per area, and they're wearing a brown wizard hat. When you sell the 100th to them, they award you with an elixir. By the way, the only one in the game. You pop the Unearthly Apothecary trophy. There we go. And for this last one, in the very beginning of the game, you have this red sword that gets broken into pieces. And now at the very end of the game, you have the option to rebuild that sword. There are 4 different trials to go through before you enter the final door. They're fairly easy. You just run through from the beginning to the end, and it lights a light towards the middle of the room. Maybe fight a monster or 2 in the final room of that trial, and again light the light. After the 4th trial, you go over to the center of the room where all the beams of light are shining down. You click on it and it rebuilds your sword, unlocking the Crimson Rebirth trophy. Alright. These next trophies all have to do specifically with combat related things. Gonna breeze through these as quickly as possible as well. Again, unless there's more explaining that needs to go into them. The first one is called Seeing Stars. If you do enough damage to an enemy, it staggers them. Staggering enemies a total of 50 times goes ahead and pops you the Seeing Stars trophy. Oh, let's go! This next one I would advise not to worry about early on, as it will happen later on. The more side quests you finish, bulletin board requests, and weapons you unlock, main story stuff. As you finish, you get stronger, obviously. It is the Fatal Impact trophy and is for dealing 100,000 plus damage. Once you deal that amount of damage, you're gonna go ahead and pop Fatal Impact. There's a fighting coliseum in the city of XIII. When you enter it, you get to fight an enemy. If you win, you get a prize. Pretty straightforward. After winning your 10th arena battle, you get Queen of the Arena trophy.
You again? It seems
Oh, let's go! We did it!
it!
These next 3 are all pretty much for the same thing. The first one is the Hero of Might, and you get that for defeating 100 enemies. Let's go! Got a trophy. For defeating 300 enemies, you get the Hero of Glory. And for defeating 500 enemies, you're gonna go ahead and pop the Hero of Legend trophy. Okay, let's just Oh, let's go! Let's go! This next one is for causing the extinction of an entire race of monsters. After fighting so many of a certain enemies, you're gonna go ahead and spawn a pink Omega version of that enemy. This is known as a last one, and it is referring to the last one of its kind. Once you kill it, the enemy will not spawn anymore, and you will not see them again. And also, after killing your first last one, you're gonna go pop the Harbinger of Death trophy. Oh, let's go! The next trophy, just like the last one, has to do with exterminating entire races of monsters. Once you kill the 10th last one of any monster kind, you get the Goddess of Death trophy. Yes, let's go! These next two trophies go hand in hand as well and are unlocked practically at the same time. The first part has to do with what I say is the second hardest boss in the game that can only be accessed if you've unlocked the 14th day. On the 13th day, if you've earned the 14th day, you have the option to head to a special dungeon called the Ultimate Lair. In there are 33 floors, most containing last ones. When you reach the bottom, you fight the boss of the Ultimate Lair. Once you kill him, you earn the trophy Master Bane. There it is. And then after beating him, he drops an item on the ground, and you earn the Holy Garb of Destruction trophy. There it is. Haha, let's go. All these next trophies are only available in New Game Plus, which you unlock after beating the final boss. Starting in New Game Plus does carry over all of your stat upgrades and most of your weapons, shields, and garb. For the first two we're going to mention, all you have to do is upgrade any one sword one time and any one shield one time. When you do that, you're going to go ahead and pop the Novice Swordsmith. Let's go, we got a trophy! As well as the Novice Shieldsmith trophies. Woohoo! Yeah, Novice Shieldsmith. For the next one, you need to do 30 upgrades on your sword. For this to work, it has to be 30 separate upgrades, not just using 30 components to upgrade a sword. I tried it, doesn't work like that. It has to be individual. Once you upgrade that 30th sword or put that 30th upgrade individually on there, you'll pop Expert Swordsmith trophy. Let's go! Similar to the last one, we have to do 30 separate upgrades, but this time on your shield. Once you go ahead and get that 30th upgrade put on a separate shield, you're gonna go ahead and pop the Expert Shieldsmith trophy. Let's go! This next one comes from upgrading the accessories in the game. The reason we saved this one to last is because it isn't like upgrading your swords and shields where you buy materials and upgrade it with your gil. No, for these upgrades you have to actually find the item again. Most of these items come from treasure spheres around the world and some coming from defeating last ones. Either way, this one was a little bit of a pain to do, but once you found an accessory that you had found in the previous game, when you find it again in New Game Plus, it just upgrades it automatically. So finding that first accessory, we went ahead and popped the Novice Craftsman trophy. Oh, let's go! For this last trophy, we needed to upgrade 30 accessories. That means we had to re-find 30 of them around the map and earned some of them through fights and different boss battles and things like that. It's not too crazy of a task, just a little bit time consuming. The fact that we could skip cutscenes and things like that helped speed it up, and we were able to get to them quicker. Once we found the 30th accessory that upgraded, we popped the Expert Craftsman trophy as well as the Platinum trophy Eternal Light. Let's go! There it is! We did it, Joe!
2:20 in the morning.
Alright, everybody, and there you have it. Another one bites the dust. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I wish I would have honestly gave this game a chance back in the day instead of just not trying it. I started to enjoy it, especially on that second playthrough when I was super overpowered. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting on these videos as well, guys. If you want to see me do things a little bit differently, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always open to suggestions. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new. I stream live on Twitch, so I'll leave the link to that in the description below. Let's enjoy this marble race and see what game we got next. And there we have it, folks. Red Dead Redemption 1. In for quite the grind on this one. Now get the heck out of here.